and that's me. So, welcome in, everybody. Welcome in.
Back.
Oh,
Right.
man.
How's it going?
So, like I say, welcome into We Talkin Football. And we got the refs going. I got everything going on this thing.
Flag.
Yeah, flag on the play. It's definitely a flag on the play. So I had to, if you were here, you know that we are, did I stop it? Okay, I stopped it. That we are a day later than we normally are. And apparently, so I'm just going to say yesterday, I had like a ridiculous fever, well over 100. To be honest, I don't know how accurate these things are, but my wife had tested it this morning. It was like 106. It was one of those things. I'm thinking, dude, do I need to go to the emergency room? But then she gave me some meds and then shot it down. I watched it drop too. I mean, it went down to like 102. Then it was like 101, 99, and then it leveled out. So I still went to the doctor. And I sat down in there, and the guy walks in, and he says, let me guess. He walks in, he sits on the bench. I never sit on that thing with the paper. I never do that. I always sit in one of the chairs. So he came in, he sat on that thing, and he says, let me guess. And then he literally rattled off all of my symptoms. And I mean, dude, I'm telling you, yesterday I was nervous driving to work, and I was definitely nervous driving home from work. I was like, I do have a surgically repaired, a transplanted cornea in one of my eyes.
Oh.
So I couldn't see clearly driving home. It was something else. And then my body itself was like, dude, this is probably not the activity for you. It was just like, but I made it home, jumped in the shower, laid in the bed for a while, reset the show stuff, and then basically passed out. I mean, I was awake a couple of times here and there, but I was out for the rest of the night. And my wife, at one point when she got home, was like, she wanted to tell me about her day. She said she was talking to me, and then I just started snoring. So
sick.
So I was
got excused that time.
yeah. I got that definitely.
You got excused that time.
But I mean, dude, I'm telling you, and at no point in time did I ever think that I had a fever. I mean, I didn't think that's what it was. I just thought, I'm just sick. But like I said, she took my temperature this morning. It made sense, all the stuff that was happening. But that is our legit what's going on now with me, with Havoc, I guess. And I've been through some Havoc for the last day or so. But it is Superbowl time, and I definitely still wanted to get the show in, so that we can talk about it a little bit here and there. So I'm gonna start a little bit differently. What did y'all think of the games? I'll hear what y'all said, and then I'll think about it. I'll tell you what I think.
It was pretty good to me, both of them.
Both of them.
Yeah, both pretty good. I think Jaden Daniels actually looked really good. His team let him down.
Yeah.
Too many daggone fumbles and other stuff. I think he did what he was supposed to do. And the other game, I actually thought it was a good game too. Some people may not like was it or was not a first down call, or the catch, not a catch by Worthy, but
Hey, EA Sports is in
You say what, Big O?
I said EA Sports.
the game. It's part of the game too. I mean, the referees against everybody. You know, they
Yeah,
like
I said the first down call. I can see the first down call, how they could see that it wasn't inconclusive. I mean, they made a call, and then they had to see enough to see that it was the other way. And I could see why that they left it as it was.
Yeah.
But the catch, I don't know, but it didn't matter in the end because there was a penalty. There was a defensive holding, but it just made them that much closer to the goal line.
Yeah.
That's all they want.
Yeah, I just I mean that's about how I saw it. I mean, the only thing that was the craziest thing for me was the refs in the Philadelphia Commanders game, where they basically said, if y'all jump offside again, we're just going to award them the points.
Yeah, that I didn't like. I was like,
Yeah.
okay, he's baiting them to jump offline.
Right.
That's like, he's just hard count after hard count after hard count after hard count. I mean, he did like
It's
8, 9
like,
times.
What do you want him to do?
Right. That's like, eventually we're going to jump, but we're trying to stop you. So we
Right.
got to do something to try to stop you.
And
Now,
I'm
kept
telling
jumping
you,
over the top. That was a different story, but
I
understood.
I think that if in protest of that kind of a call, if I was it what their coach, is it Dan Quinn? Is that his name? I think that's right. If I'm him,
Jump off sides again.
no, I would have told my guys to line up on the line, step back 2 feet, and just stand there. Don't even put your feet in the dirt or nothing. Just stand there and let them go ahead and get it, because they're gonna give it to them one way or the other.
Yeah. After that point, they was going to get it one way
Right.
or the other.
So there's nothing we can do. And like I said, in protest of it, just stand back and just let them walk in with the ball.
Stood back in the back of the end zone.
Yeah, no, yeah. And you got to be on the field, right? So you got to be on the field.
So I just backed up 10 yards. Or
Just back
19
up.
yards.
So that it's obvious that they're just going to walk in.
Right.
And just let them walk in. That's the way I felt about that one. But
Yeah, I didn't like that either. I was like, what do you expect him to do? He's just sitting there hard count like 9 times in a row.
Right.
I was like,
it's one of those deals. It's like, dude, like you said, what do you expect them to do? It is their job, the defense, to defend the end zone, no matter how close it is. And the fact that you have the penalty, don't get me wrong, I understand the penalties are over and over again, half the distance. I get that. But, maybe you say to the Eagles, there are no more hard counts.
Right.
Out the ball, and
Right.
you know what I'm saying? And
I mean, you can't do nothing else.
say that again?
It was like you said, you couldn't do nothing else but go in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they were going to score. It didn't matter if the thing is that at that point, what I'm saying is that I am not going to risk my players getting hurt on this stupid play that you're willing to just give them the points on anyway. So forget it. Let's just go in and you can have these points, and then we'll go on and get this thing, keep going. Keep it pushing.
Nah. I don't agree with that. I'm not doing that. We still gonna get down, and we're gonna still stop. We're not giving nothing free.
well, they eventually, when they had a hike,
You might get there, but you're gonna have to work for. I'm not giving anything for free. You're gonna have to work for it.
I just felt like when
what the score was.
they had already, to me, had already decided they were going to give them the points. Because the thing is that, and I've never heard that before.
never.
Like, you're going to award points? That's wild.
I know.
That's wild to me. I can't see it. Excuse me.
You have to get down dirty.
You got to get in the dirt.
You have to get in the dirt.
No, man.
I can get hurt. Well, they can get hurt. It don't matter.
Yeah.
I mean, Get the three of us. Come on.
Oh, but okay. That being said, and I know it's early on, but we moving quickly. Who you got in the Super Bowl? I feel like most people feel the same way.
Really? You ain't got to ask me that, though.
Well,
you know,
we know where your heart is, and you can't go against it. So we know you're taking the Eagles.
Right. Okay. But you know what? This is a Kansas City fan. He sitting right there in my living room right now.
Is he really?
Yeah, he's sitting there drawing.
Oh, I'm saying he's a Kansas City fan, dude.
Yeah.
Man, look. Like I say, my thing is, my head tells me that Kansas City's going to.
He's going to haul out Andy Reid.
Yeah.
He says all about Andy Reid.
But my heart wants the Eagles to win it. I mean, it just is. I don't expect the Eagles to win, but I can see a path for them.
I see the path. It's an easy path. Run Barkley. That's the path.
Just
and
control
if I'm Kansas City, make Hurts beat you.
How you do it when you running controls the block?
Right.
And look,
if I'm Kansas City, make Hurts beat you. I'm stopping the run.
Control the clock. Control the game.
Yeah.
Yes. But if I'm Kansas City, I'm putting everybody and their mama in the box.
And they got him, and like you say, make him throw the ball.
Make Hurts beat you.
Yeah.
He has never proven that he's going to be the one to beat you, not throwing the ball.
Right.
Now, he may get out the box and run, and that's still the running game. Like I said, that is Eagles' path, is running the ball.
Yeah.
Whether it's Hurts or 9 times out of 10 Barkley.
Yeah.
But if I'm Kansas City, stop the run at all costs. Make Hurts beat you in the air. And granted, they have the weapons to do it, but he has not consistently shown that he can do it. So he has to show me.
And that's the thing. So it's that deal. You got to make AJ Brown the star, right? I mean, that's what it is. And like you said, they got him. I mean, they got Smith, they got Brown, and Goddard.
Yeah, they got him. And Barkley can still catch on the backfield.
This is a lady, when I was leaving the center today, one of the ambulance drivers, she told me this joke. She said Travis Kelce gonna be single after the Super Bowl.
She gonna break up with her.
That's terrible.
She gonna find her Eagles fan.
She gonna get with Goddard.
Yeah.
Gotta find
I didn't make that up. Somebody told me that.
That's funny.
Man. Yeah, I just I can't like I said, I would be good with Kansas City because it'll be 3 in a row.
Right.
But that's it. Like, that's the only
that's to me, that's really the only reason. I just kind of want to see a three-peat since it's never happened before.
But other than that, it's like, dude, I don't want they've been in it so much that I'm like, okay, enough is enough. Let's get some other things in there.
All right, let's get some new people in there.
Yeah. It was funny because
I don't care actually.
I was reading this article today, and it said, "Will Josh Allen ever get to the Super Bowl?" Right? and the thing is that you think about one of my, I used to have this poster on my wall, Charles Barkley. I like Sir Charles. Like that was my guy.
Yeah.
But he played during the era with Michael Jordan.
Right.
So he never, he never got one, right? He doesn't have a ring at all.
No, there's Patrick Ewing.
Nope.
Same thing.
Patrick, yep. So, as long as it feels like as long as Josh has to go through Kansas City,
He gonna get there.
He ain't gonna get there. He ain't gonna get there.
Well, you know, I don't know. It's three times in a row. I mean, they won all those games 3 years in a row. I mean,
say that again.
I'm babbling because I'm thinking it out loud at the same time because I don't think it'll happen again.
Yeah,
they keep the same team. I don't think it'll happen again.
Right, that's what it's going to come down to. Is they're eventually going to have to lose some pieces.
Yeah,
they can't just keep re-upping like they do. Something's going to give eventually. Kelsey's going to have to retire.
But I feel like they're passing on Kelsey right now. I mean, it's like the new regime, because they're using those other tight ends.
Right, they really don't use them as much.
Not as much, but he is still a great decoy.
He gets some good plays. He gets some good catches.
He got good catches. He's got good blocks. He's a great decoy. I mean, look at the last game. Who was that? I think it was Worthy that got open. I mean, he was right in the middle of the field and was a diversion, and Worthy got wide open on the crosser.
Right.
Yeah. No, you're right.
You don't always got to be catching the ball.
Right. As long as he is deemed capable of catching the ball.
Right.
He's worth having on that
team.
He's still
a threat, but he is a threat. So
right.
He's still a threat because he still got open.
Yeah. And he's not going to catch it. I don't think he's going to
6'6", 6'5".
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
It's hard not to get open.
Right. Like I said, he's not quick, but he's very crafty. He finds the open spot in the field.
And he can take a lick.
And it's like you said too. I mean, yeah, he can take a lick. He doesn't mind blocking. You know. And guess what? We've seen him. He'll throw the ball backwards to somebody and let them go too.
Exactly.
So
he came with some trickery tricks too, didn't he?
Yeah. So he's a good one. Oh man. So I know I was sitting because I picked the Commanders to win, even though I knew it was not likely, but I wanted them to win. But I was telling my wife right at the beginning of that game about my pick, and she was like, what is it about the Eagles? And it was, we're having the conversation right before they got the ball, and as soon as she had asked that question is when they had the ball, and I said, there he is right there. 60 yards from Saquon.
That guy that just ran for 60 yards, him.
Yeah, that's the difference right there. It's like he can do that at any point in time. It's crazy. I was watching that like, oh, he's gone. I was like, he's gone. That's it. It was insane for him to be able to do that.
I'm still mad at him for not playing the one game and getting the record.
Yes. And the thing is that he keeps proving that he should have played.
And that he should have played. He could have played.
He should have played.
And have been fine. He'd have had the record and been going for the Super Bowl.
Because he wouldn't have even had to play the whole game.
I don't think so. I think he'd have got it in the first half.
Yeah. I mean, I understand after he gets it, you take him out. That's fine. I get that. But
everybody wanted to play a what-if game. Well, he could have gotten, you can't play that way. They'll tell you they can't play that way.
Yep,
but
exactly.
They did. So.
Oh, man.
That's the only reason I want him to lose. Because he didn't go for the record. I'm being petty now.
So he also didn't get the Super Bowl too.
Right. Okay. What kind of score do you think is going to be? High, low?
I don't know. I'm thinking in the 20s.
You think it's going to be a close game? Or total?
No. Each team, in
the 20s?
Go with the 27-24 score type of thing.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a high scoring, close game. So we'll know by the end of the first quarter.
Yeah, pretty much.
By the end of the first quarter, we'll know what's going on. Right?
Who's going to be doing what?
Right. So y'all have any plans for the Super Bowl?
Huh?
You got any plans for the Super Bowl?
I have zero plans for the Super Bowl.
Trying to get together. Spoke to a couple of fellas, so we may get together somewhere.
Yeah, I can't. I don't know if they. I guess maybe I'll find out something Saturday, but I don't know. I don't foresee any big thing. I mean, my wife and son have already talked about what we were cooking for the Super Bowl, so I'll probably do some food here.
Yeah.
Something I haven't had in a minute is some spaghetti. I haven't had spaghetti in a minute. And I may have to, yeah.
My mom made lasagna last week.
Who did?
My mom.
Oh.
I hightail straight line over there. And I fixed me a plate, and I fixed me enough to eat some while I was there and to take with me.
You know what? I think she sent me. You know what she did? She sent me a picture of that over on Facebook.
On Messenger.
Yeah, on Messenger. She sent me one.
She know how to get me over there. She know how to get me. That's what she do. She take pictures of her food and send it to me.
It's like, guess what? If I were there, I would have gone too. I would have been there. Oh my goodness!
I told her, "Don't look at my plate." She said, "I would have made another one. You should have told me." She said, "I would have made two."
See, I need to get her to make one and ship it.
Bring it to you. Yeah.
And ship it. When I was in college, my mom made. I want to say she made like 3 pecan pies, and she put them in the mail to me. Dude, what is that?
What is that?
Is that the Good Doctor?
At least the Falcons fans won't have them doing
Oh, I can't even see that. But she sent me those pies. I was popular for a minute.
I'm sure you was.
At least Falcons fans won't have to endure a week of stories about the last time Dan Quinn was in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Dan Quinn is a coach.
At least Falcons fans won't have to endure a week of stories about the. Oh, okay, I hear you. What's going on,
That's all you have to say. 28-3. That's all you have to say. That's all you have to say.
And I can see him
if
now.
You want to hurt somebody in Atlanta's feelings? Say 28-3.
But man, yeah. So I'm. We have our resident Falcons, or I'm just gonna say a Falcon in the chat there. How you been, bro? Appreciate you.
ATL out.
Yeah. But yeah, so the way I see it is that of course I am picking the Chiefs to win. I know Big O, you picking the Eagles. Dread?
I'm kind of up in the air.
Just up in the air.
I see a path for the Eagles to win. So that's why I'm kind of up in the air about it. Because I don't think it's set in stone for the Chiefs to win.
Yeah, I'm gonna say this. I think the thing that made me nervous about picking the Chiefs was the 55 points that the Eagles put up.
Right.
That was the thing that made it weird for me, because it's one thing if they, if it's like 20, and what did the Chiefs do? Did they do? Was it 30 something?
Was it 30?
Hold up, let me look. Let me see. NFL scores.
32.
32, yeah. So I'm thinking, and it was a tough 32. I mean, it wasn't an easy 32 for them.
Right.
And so I think that's the one thing that makes it, when you talk about like the path for the Eagles, it's ball control, and you gotta believe in that they can, at least on some level, have Hurts beat them throwing, even though he hadn't really done it.
Right. Well, that's not how they beat him, though. I mean, they beat him with Barkley, and Washington just kept giving them the ball. They turned
they had it in good field position. But the other deal was with Kansas City that I'm sure they're going to be throwing all kinds of blitzes.
Yeah,
at these guys.
Trickery plays, all that.
Yeah, because that's the thing. I think you gotta show Hurts that you come in after him, but not always come after him, right? Because he's gonna have to make a mistake throwing the ball. That's going to get him going, basically get the Kansas City rolling. So yeah, it's going to be tough, and I'm sure I'll read more, but I like I said, I just everybody's like the refs are with Kansas City all the time, so I don't. You don't? Okay, well that's good. If you don't, then that's actually pretty good.
Yeah, I don't either. I mean, like a lot of it is quarterback related, and they do that all over the league. Yeah. Well, I won't say all over the league. To any favored, quote unquote, favorite quarterback, that they'll do it for. Yeah, they'll do it for most popular quarterbacks. So.
Because you see some refs and umpires, they only help certain players up.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Right past that is gonna do nothing. You got somebody that help certain players up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So talk to them and dust them off all that. But yeah.
Yes, I don't think it's a Chiefs thing. I just think it's a quarterback favoritism thing.
Everybody got a favorite. I don't care what your position is.
Yeah. It just so happens he's the most popular quarterback in the league, so it's more.
So all eyes on him, right?
Exactly.
So it seems as if the refs are always there. So here's another thing that happened, I guess this last week. The Raiders got a new coach, Big O.
Yeah.
So here's the question with that. Does that mean also that the Raiders going to have a new quarterback?
Is Russ coming?
Is he going to come back? Play with his coach? Because, look, I was looking at, I'm always looking at lists and all that, and they were talking about the top 50 free agents or something like that, and 3 of them are quarterbacks. And I hate that girlfriend ain't here because, it involves her team, but 2 of those quarterbacks are Justin Fields and Russell Wilson. And the article I was reading, of course, said that, they believe Russell Wilson will re-sign with Pittsburgh. But I don't know. I mean, it would be interesting for him to go and play with Pete Carroll again.
Yeah, but I mean, why would he leave Pittsburgh?
Why would he?
Yeah.
Because they're not going to pay him.
Yeah, I say if they don't offer him enough.
Yeah, they're not going to pay him.
Or if they don't offer him at all.
Yeah,
I think they should keep Fields.
I think so. I think too. I think they should keep Fields. I think they should go. Honestly, the way that I feel like the Titans should probably do is you sign a vet, and and then work it that way. I'm pretty sure they're going to end up taking Cam Ward, but I'm thinking if somebody wants that pick and they're willing to give up a king's ransom, sign Sam Darnold, and hold on to Levis, and pick and take everything that they want to give you. I mean, and if it's the Raiders who do it, that's fine too. I mean, take it all, and then just fix your offensive line. Do something.
There still was some rumors about the Sanders boy, Deion and the Sanders boy, and his son coming to the Raiders. I watched it on his show. He said something about the show.
He said something about him going to the Raiders. Really? Did he play for the Raiders? I know he played. He played for Atlanta, and he played for San Francisco, right?
Yeah.
He played for Dallas.
He played for Dallas.
And I think he retired after the Ravens. I think he had like a year at with the Ravens.
Oh.
So yeah, I don't think he ever went to the Raiders.
I don't think he played for the Raiders.
Well, I don't know. It is hard for me to believe that he wouldn't. I feel like it might be a bit of a package deal, and I don't like feeling that way. But I think he's doing what he should do in college.
I really don't think he's going.
You don't think he's gonna leave?
I think he likes Colorado right now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Everything right now is struggling for him right now. I don't think.
Yeah, see, that's what I think. I think the same thing. though. I think what he's got going in Colorado is actually a good thing. I think it's fun for Colorado football. Bam says, "What about Kirk Cousins? He got a landing spot." Dude, I don't know.
It's a backup somewhere.
Yeah, Kirk Cousins. If you got so here's the thing. Like Pittsburgh, let's say Pittsburgh keeps Justin Fields and then takes Kirk Cousins.
Why?
But Kirk Cousins has what? How much money does he have left? From
he's still getting paid by Atlanta, so stay where you're at. Just be a backup.
Just be the backup.
I mean, I can't see him going unless there's somebody just a desperate need for a quarterback. He's not going anywhere else.
Really? There's a couple teams.
There's some teams that are desperate, though.
Right, there's a couple teams desperate for a quarterback.
There's some teams that are desperate because, like I said, thinking about
those teams.
in the top 50, the three names in the top 50 were Sam Darnold, Justin Fields, and Russell Wilson. Now, here's the thing, and we're talking about the top two quarterbacks in the draft are Cam and Sanders. So the thing is that if you just go with Tennessee, was it Tennessee and Cleveland?
Right.
Keeping their picks, so those two guys are gone. It doesn't even matter the order. Those two guys are gone. Sam Darnold.
I've seen a mock that had the Browns taking Hunter.
Really?
And not taking a quarterback.
That too, but I don't know.
I don't know how much sense that makes, but
yeah,
I've seen it.
But who's got the third pick? I don't even know who's got the third pick. Did the Raiders have the third pick?
Is it the Giants? Maybe?
Giants.
I don't have a laptop over here.
Oh, about here, I got it. Draft order.
And it's taking forever to come up.
No, I don't have it that easily.
And
Make
Giants.
it simple.
Yep, it's the Giants.
It's a Giant. Okay.
Yep.
So even if Cleveland didn't take him, the Giants are definitely going to take him.
Yeah, the Giants should definitely take him.
Right. So the thing is that if we're thinking about teams that are desperate for quarterbacks, I mean, the Raiders
top
need a
3 teams
quarterback.
are.
The Raiders need a quarterback. Who
Raiders
else?
pick 6.
Huh?
Chicago.
So the Raiders pick 6.
They pick 6.
Chicago doesn't need a quarterback. They're still going to work with Caleb.
Yeah, they're gonna still work with Caleb. Caleb, I think, will be fine. He's not. He may not be this, like. He's gonna be all right. I think he's gonna be a good quarterback.
Yeah, he'll be all right.
Yeah, I mean, he's gonna be good. I think he's gonna be a good quarterback.
Guess depending on what Aaron does, Jets may need a quarterback.
So that's another name that's sort of floating around out there, Aaron Rodgers. So if Aaron Rodgers leaves, I mean, again, we go into this thing where it's like, where would they go? Like,
If Aaron leaves, he's retiring.
Yeah, I don't see him going anywhere.
Yeah, I don't see him going anywhere.
No.
It's either stay there or retire.
So this pool of quarterbacks gets small. When we're talking about who wants Kirk Cousins, I mean, if you need a halfway decent backup, because I think Minnesota's got to do something. I mean, they can't just roll with JJ and nothing. They're gonna need somebody, and of course, Kurt's not going back.
He'll probably grab Minshew.
Minshew's going to be on the block.
He'll be a backup.
So he'd be a decent backup. Who's the backup in Arizona?
That's a good question.
Yeah, see, I mean, some guy you probably never heard of.
Never heard of.
But yeah, I mean, he is definitely on the backup. He is going to be the backup somewhere. And like you're saying though, why not just stay? I'm just looking.
Clayton Tune? Who the hell is that?
We talked about Pittsburgh already. Who's the backup for the Chargers? Okay, my son must be in trouble. Mom was screaming.
Yes.
Taylor Heineke is their backup. J.K. Dobbins is actually a free agent this year, which I found interesting.
Interesting, yeah. I would think they'd re-sign him.
Yeah, I'm thinking they should, but I don't know what their money situation looks like. But he was also on that list, the top 50. So here's the list, though. I'd only, how I am. I only pulled out the quarterbacks, the wide receivers, and the running backs. The running backs, and there are only 3. Was Aaron Jones, J.K. Dobbins, and Najee Harris, which was part of the thing that I sort of wanted to talk about Pittsburgh. Is Pittsburgh in a rebuild? I mean, because they don't, at least right now, they don't have a quarterback. I mean, both of these guys are free agents. Their lead running back is also a free agent. I mean, I imagine out of the 3 of those, they're going to re-sign one of them.
Yeah, I would think so.
But the thing is that they have the feel, because they were saying in the article, they were saying that they need to try to find a number 2 wide receiver, which I get it. But, I'm just wondering what they're going to do.
What's the plan?
So that's a question. What else did I have here?
Najee and Russ are going to the Raiders.
Najee and Russ?
Yep.
But wait, the Raiders have a decent running back, don't they? Who's their running back?
It's always room for more.
Who's the running back?
Um,
Hold on. I think it's like what's his name? He's like he used to be a starter like some years back, but he quickly fell off. Raiders depth chart.
I got him. Oh, Amir Abdullah and then Alexander Madison.
So yeah, two.
Oh wow.
So Abdullah used to be a starter in the Lions, I think it was.
Yeah,
for like a year. I think he kept getting hurt.
Yeah.
And then Madison was a backup to what's his name in backup to Cook
Jones, right?
in Minnesota. Minnesota, yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, man, that's wild though. I don't know. I just, like I said, I was looking at this. And, well, I'm gonna run down this list of wide receivers. We can talk about this a little bit, and then we go call it. But the wide receiver list was T. Higgins, Chris Godwin, Amari Cooper, Stephon Diggs, Darius Slayton, and Keenan Allen. And I'm thinking, one, I feel like Keenan Allen would stay in Chicago. I don't know.
I can see that.
I could see him just staying where he is. T. Higgins is leaving for sure.
Also a Raider. I don't know how much cap space the Raiders have. I need to look at that because if I'm the Raiders, I'm going for at least Harris and Higgins. Now, what they're going to do at quarterback, I don't know.
You say at some point you can make that irrelevant. It's like, dude, you have two of the best. Make it work. Just make it work.
Do something.
But I'm worried about like even Amari Cooper. I feel like maybe he would stay in Buffalo. I don't.
Where was he at last year?
Amari Cooper, he got traded from Cleveland
to Buffalo.
So, but he wasn't spectacular in Buffalo, but he was relevant, I guess, in my opinion. And I think, given an off season and some time to work, I think him and Josh could make that work even more.
Yeah, he was traded like mid-season, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So the thing is that he would likely not be, the number one because they have Shakir a rookie too. Coleman is a rookie.
Shakir's been there a couple years at least.
He's been there a couple years.
Yeah, but Coleman is the rookie.
He seemed to be coming on. So I think those two guys will be, and unless something crazy happens, they're going to be the guys. But
plus, they have a good couple of decent tight ends, Kincaid and I forgot the other one's name. Starts with K.
But yeah, so I think I can see him staying. Chris Godwin, I could see him leaving Tampa.
Was he tagged last year? So I thought he was like
he may have been
last year. I think he may have been tagged.
He may have been, but yeah, I could see him leaving because I think somebody would pay him. I think
somebody would. He'd probably go to. Well, I don't know if they have any money, but I could see him in Dallas.
Dallas, that's a good one.
If they have the money.
Yeah. Man. And then Stephon Diggs. The thing about Diggs in Houston, I hate saying it out loud, but I don't know that Houston wants him back.
You don't want to know they want him back.
I don't know if
Why
they
wouldn't they
want
want
him.
it back? I
Huh?
mean, he's not like, so why wouldn't they want it back? He wasn't kicking up any dust yet. So
Well, he wasn't quite kicking up any dust yet, but I mean, because in order to keep him, they got to pay him, right? And he's going to want a big payday. And they got Collins, they got Tank Dell, and who's the other guy? They got another guy too.
Dell's always injured though.
Dell is always injured.
Unfortunately, he's a nice pick because this is only his second year,
Yes. Yeah.
and he's already like injury prone, or at least getting that title, that tag.
Let me go to this. Oh, man. So they got Nico.
Oh, Michi.
I didn't know they had Robert Woods.
Yeah, but they got Michi. I think Michi's like a quiet.
John Michi at third, yep. Well, maybe they would keep him in. Because I'm looking at the list. Of course, Tank Dell and Stephon Diggs are both on IR according to this list. But,
right.
Excuse me. So with the fact that Dale is hurt, because he's been hurt these last 2 years, so maybe you're right there. And I don't know anything about Darius Slay. I don't know anything about him.
Where did he come from?
He's from New York, right?
New York, yeah, Giants.
Yeah. And does that maybe depend on what they do at quarterback? Or whether or not he'd be willing to come back? You think, maybe?
Who, the Giants?
Yeah.
I mean, they have to do something at quarterback.
They do. They gotta. I mean, I'm thinking they're going to try to move up, and even if it's just one spot, if they can't get to one or two, they're going to try to do something. I believe there are plans in the works now to move up to one or two.
Yeah.
And
something mighty good.
Well, I mean, the thing is that the one thing that they're going to give up is, is their number 3 pick. I mean, to move back 3 spots. If you move back 3 spots, if Cleveland, I mean, there's always this possibility that Cleveland doesn't take a quarterback, right? I believe they will, but it's a possibility. So, excuse me. So if you're Tennessee and you move back to 3, you still take Hunter. If they both take quarterbacks, you take Travis Hunter. And to be honest, in my opinion, I mean, I feel better about him as a player than I do the whole franchise being reliant on these guys, from what I have heard. So that's my concern, I guess. I don't want it to be and again, it's my team that will be taking them. So it's a little heart wrenching for me. And don't get me wrong, like I remember draft night when they drafted Vince Young. I was on the website that night buying my Vince Young jersey. I was like, yes. Did I have a Mariota jersey? I'm not sure if I had a Mariota jersey. I will say this on the Mariota pick. I don't think I have one, but I actually wanted Winston and not Mariota. Like, it was like...
Stash.
Huh?
I said, let me look at my stash.
Oh, you looking for the jersey?
I will look. I got a bag right here for the jersey, too.
Shoot.
These are the ones I got the last time I was on the hunt. Did I showed y'all these, didn't
I think you showed us one of them, the Green Bay one.
Oh, Green Bay?
Yeah. Uh-oh. Is that Brady?
Yeah.
You got to bring it up a little bit.
got my screen.
Yeah. That's all right. We got it. Brady. You know, I don't know if y'all heard this or not, and I saw this, and I heard it and I didn't believe it, and then I saw the article. Belichick is saying they ought to rename the Super Bowl trophy after Brady. Yeah, Reggie White. I like that.
What?
I found these in the thrift store.
Rename the trophy after Brady. Yeah, no, you can't. You just can't do it.
Nah,
I mean,
you know how many people in Green Bay would be so mad.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't even make sense. And I didn't hear what he said. I just saw I heard a couple people talking about it. And then honestly, when I heard it, I was like, oh, that's ridiculous. Nobody's talking about that. And then when I was looking on ESPN, I was like, I saw that Belichick was the one that said it. And I'm like, you know what? It's Stranger Things or something, man. We're living in the upside down or something. This is crazy. Why would you do it? I mean, it's not time for Brady like that to me. Maybe, you know, we'll get there eventually, but we're not ready for that. Okay. And I don't know if y'all can hear it, that I am progressively getting more and more congested. I feel like I don't know. I forget what I was about to say. I think that we have gone long enough tonight. Let's do that.
We're done a regular time tonight.
I know we hit it sometime, and it's like, oh, we're here forever. But I think tonight, I think we're good. I think, like I said, as far as the Super Bowl goes, we know that we're off next week for the Pro Bowl. Yeah, either of y'all looking forward to the Pro Bowl? Are you happy with? Maybe we talked about this last year. I'm not sure.
I mean, the Pro Bowl, it is what it is. Sometimes I don't even watch the shit.
But you know they're doing all this other stuff now. So it's like back in the day they used to do the all these games
like
and stuff. I forgot what they called it.
The skill, yeah.
But it's a skills test, and then they play flag football.
Right.
So, you know.
I mean, if I see it, I don't just sit down and have to watch it. I don't have to.
Right.
Yeah, I agree.
I haven't watched it for years, to be honest.
Yeah. Yeah, no, and it's been a miss. And I was just wondering, because I'm thinking about it, and I just can't. It's hard to get into it.
Yeah.
I actually do like.
Really out there playing.
I like the skills test stuff. I do.
Now I can deal with that, but
Yeah, that's actually pretty good.
I don't have to watch that, but I can to watch
I can just sit and watch.
competition.
Say what now?
I mean, I can watch it, but it's not like I gotta watch it. If I miss it, I miss the game.
Oh yeah, let me say this
Right.
too. Big O, that's a nice hat you got there, buddy.
Oh yeah. First time I wore it today.
Oh,
Okay, I bought some jogging pants the same color.
very good.
And I'm gonna find a sweatshirt. I'm gonna make me a sweatshirt.
So yeah, so
My own shirt.
for you guys who don't know, there was a bet. I forget what the bet was, to be honest.
I did too, so long
But
ago.
it took me forever to get him that hat, and he's finally got it. It actually got lost in the mail a little bit,
Yeah, it did.
which had me a little bit concerned.
Yeah, they would have had me run up to UPS or wherever it was.
I was like, dude, and the bad thing about it was like, okay, I'll just get my receipt and I'll go back over there, and I couldn't find the receipt. Like, it was like, oh my goodness, this is crazy. But he eventually.
If I want to find a receipt, I just look at my armrest. All my receipts go on the armrest. It's like I roll them up and put them in the armrest.
See, Mine do too. That's why when we were talking about it, I was like, yeah, I got it. It's right, it's right there. I end up taking all of these things out of there, and they're all just receipts from all the places that I've gone.
Right.
And that's it. But I couldn't find that one. And but there's that. Okay. So we're not 100% sure we're going to be on next week. We may take a week off. Because wait, is the Pro Bowl? The Pro Bowl is this weekend?
I think so.
Okay, well maybe we will. We'll talk
When's
about
the awards. Is the awards this weekend too?
Yeah, it probably is. So maybe we will go this weekend, next week. Stay tuned, everyone. Stay tuned.
Yeah.
But until then, we're gonna call it a week. Everybody, stay well. You don't want this
Right.
virus. I'm gonna tell you.
You don't want this.
You don't want this.
106 degrees.
Yeah. So peace out.
Peace, y'all.
The middies.